Hello, this is Broyer, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play EU4, playing as the still Duchy of Brittany. We are currently colonizing our 4th province over here, and that'll get us back to the size that we were when we started this game. So here's hoping we can hold on to that and continue to grow throughout the Caribbean here. Go ahead and unpause, get things rolling. Let's slow down the game just a little bit so I can get back used to it. It's been a couple days since I last recorded. Kind of need to remember where I was at and what I was doing. So the colony's growing. It's at 652 currently, so it's getting there. We are making a little bit of money. Not quite enough to make another colony. We don't have another colonist yet anyway, but we could get that at some point with one of the ideas. England is no longer a great power. Really? Okay. England is our closest European neighbor at the moment. I think. I don't know who that is specifically, but England is over here nearby. They're not super close, but they are nearby. Oh, some admin power. I will take it. And as we continue to develop out this area, we're going to continue to increase the trade profitability of this region, which will definitely help our money situation. If money is really what we need to be able to become, a superpower again. I say again. I mean, we were never really a superpower, but be back on the path to becoming a superpower sometime is really just getting this trade and this money going. So that's kind of what we're going to shoot for. I'm going to go up to speed 4 now. I think that's going to be fine. Our legitimacy is still dropping, but as our prestige continues to come back a little by little, our legitimacy will swing back around the other direction. So it should be okay. We're technically making enough money for advisors, but don't know that I really want to mess with that until we get, a couple go into the positive. We don't have any loans at the moment, which is good. Finally got out of that hole. But we'll build some buildings and some other things and see if we can get our financial situation in a much better place. What kind of a trade good do we have over here again? I totally forget. Cotton. Oh, not too bad. It's going to sell pretty well. Looks like we can do another technology and military tech. We are actually in a place where we could go ahead and take this without any penalty. So, you know what? Let's do it. Keep us in the relevant area for military. It does give us a superior unit type. Free shooter infantry. Sounds good. I don't know if it really matters one way or the other. I think the number of pips is kind of just... some may be explicitly better than others, but in this case, where we're at right now, I don't think it really matters that much. All these other ones are good still. Alright, well, let's keep on moving. About to have enough money to be able to build another building, which will help a lot. Corruption. We can lose some stability. We can gain 1 corruption. I guess we'll gain the corruption. I think we'll be able to pay that off pretty quickly. I'm not too worried about it. It'll go away quickly enough. $794. Almost over 800. Alright, so there we go. Now we can build a building. Church will be 0.13. This will be 0.12. Courthouse, not really worth it at the moment. Marketplace could be worth it over here. And, is this Borhannes right here? Yes. Maybe. It's hard to say on that one. I think we'll go ahead and do the church. It's that seems to be the highest just up front. Church in our main province of St. Martin looks good to me. Little by little. Every little bit of gold helps. Estate modifier expired. Anything we can do with these guys now? Ask for contribution. Grant admiralship. New World Charter. That's what we want. And that will increase their influence by 15. No, that's going to be fine. Anything else with these other guys? Support the clergy. Generous donation. We're still doing the New World mission, so we're fine there. And Chaldeat would be fine. We could do that and roll that over here. No, let's not do that. We need to get our prestige back in a happy place. Anti-clericalism? Whatever. The bourgeoisie of several prominent cities are accusing the clergy of being greedy and indolent. The pious commoners are now withholding the tithe in a protest against a particularly bad example of misuse of the authority of the clergy. Pious bourgeoisie are now objecting to paying tithes to the clergy as they consider the clergy unfit to receive them. The clergy are furious and demand that we fine the obstinate bourgeoisie. So we gain some ducats, lose some autonomy, and loyalty goes down for the bourgeoisie, loyalty goes up for the clergy, and then the influence flips around, which is fine. You know what? Let's do it. I think that's going to be fine. Let's make them pay. Gotta pay their tithes to the church. That's fine. Can lower the autonomy. Don't know that we really need that. Plus it would get us also Breton March, which is the fort defense. Don't know that we need that either at the moment. So we'll wait. We'll hold off, especially since we want to get back ahead of time on admin. So we'll just hold off. That's gonna be fine. Building's about to be done. Anywhere we should send our trade stuff to make more money? I don't know. It's really hard to really calculate how much money we can make at certain places. I mean, we have more trade power here, but it's such a weak node. We have a little bit less trade power there, but it is a stronger node in general. So Mississippi River, is that one flowing into us? It is. So we're at 1.27. You know what? Let's send you there. Actually, let's cancel that for a second. What's this other one? Chesapeake Bay. Oh, we have no trade power there. So let's send you there and see if that just ends up being more. Transfer trade power. The guy that's in Amazonas. There we go. 1.27. We'll see how that works. We'll have to wait one more full month before we can see it anyway. Like right now we're at, yeah, drop down. So one more month and we'll see how it plays out. 1.20. So it's not really any better necessarily, but it's also not much worse, if at all. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's technically a tiny bit worse. But I think it's still ultimately a better trade node. So although the one thing going for it is, Provence, seriously, go away, is that, well, I guess not. I was going to say most of the trade's coming our way, but actually it's not true. I mean, there's still another direction the trade could go. So, you know, we'll go with this for a bit, see if it improves over time. We're at 965 on Curacao. Curacao? Sure, that's not how you say that. Growth of the printing industry. The ability to mass produce the written word would revolutionize the spread of information and in many ways the early modern society as a whole. Pioneered by Renaissance men such as Venetian printer Aldus Manutius, the new art helped fuel the Renaissance by making the translated classics more widely available. Later, the Reformation benefited greatly from the ability to spread critical publications and translations of the Holy Scriptures. Now that printing has matured as a technique and spread throughout Europe, editions have grown in hundreds of thousands of copies of everything from religious and political pamphlets to instructions on how to behave, or scientific treatises, that's how you say it, are circulating the continent. With print shops growing ever more commonplace, rulers have found it hard to contain the new technique, as the comparatively easy means of production means censorship can be sidestepped by moving business across a border or even just changing the name on a title page. Countries that have not yet fully embraced the printing press institutional. Oh, so this is actually the new technology. Okay, great. We're already behind on one. Now we're gonna be behind on a second one. That was fast. Like we haven't even got all the way up to 50% on colonialism yet, and we're already starting to get the printing press going. Crazy. We've only got like 50 years until global trade kicks in, so yeah. Colonialism is just, we're not even close to embracing colonialism at the moment. I don't know if there's anything we can do about it. I mean, we could really just ramp up the, what am I trying to say? Words are hard. The, productivity of the different, wow, whatever, the base tax and stuff like that. Base production, the base manpower, the base levels of each of these things to get colonialism to come to us forcibly. But it would take a lot of boost there. So I don't know that we will mess with that at the moment. We'll just deal with the penalty for now, I guess. Ah, there we go. Excellent. So where to now? I think, even though it's really far away, I think we lock in Havana and get this natural harbor as well. Because we can afford that now, right? Yeah, we're good. So let's go over here to Havana. Let's send them here. Let's get that one locked in as well. Get all these natural harbors here, and then we can spread and fill in some of the gaps later. I think that'll be great. So, how you looking? You're looking good. Still got a lot of autonomy here. It's just kind of the way it is. Just because you're not part of a state at the moment, which we're not going to state you anyway. That will have to come later. So that's going to be fine. You want to hire my condottieri? Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, our prestige is down to 25. Are we back in the positive here yet? Not quite yet. I guess it's minus point, it's basically a percentage point or whatever for or 0.1 for each one of these prestige, it looks like, mathematically. I could be wrong, and that's how it works, but it looks like that's exactly what it is. So we won't get positive again until our prestige gets back to 0. Our diplomats are out diplomating. Trade, how's our trade looking? Oh, 1.47, not bad. Death of a merchant, oh no. One of the greatest and richest men in Brittany has died without an heir. He was a well-known patron of religion and the arts. The state needs the money. Use them as he would have. So we have a chance of getting a theologian, artist, or philosopher. And some prestige, which would actually be nice. Or we could just create some flat-out prestige. I don't know just who should receive our patronage, and we'll get a philosopher. 50% cheaper philosopher, yearly prestige. Actually, that would come in handy right now. You know what? I think let's take this. We might actually hire this guy. If he's 50% cheaper. Is it this guy? Oh, there it is, right there. Yeah, he's quite a bit cheaper compared to that guy, obviously. Yeah, I wish we could. We are not making... If we were making 3 ducats a month, I might actually lock this guy in. But we are not. Not with the territory that we're expanding to, and we need that territory. So, oh well, it is what it is. Maybe at some point we can. One good thing, though, is it did give us a huge boost to our prestige, so that's going to help us out a lot. It does slow down how quickly our prestige bounces back, but that's alright. Request to share your maps of North Atlantic from France. You know what, France? I don't think you've been very nice to us, and if we share our maps with you, you're going to be able to colonize over here, and I don't think I want to mess with that. Come get your own maps. Austria. Yeah, we really need to get our money up so we can get a second colonist running around, fill in some of these gaps a little bit quicker. I mean, we need our money up for a lot of reasons. We need to get more ships. We need to get our military built up. Maybe some forts on a few of these places. Things like that. Lots of reasons to have our financial situation in a much better place. But like I said, the more of these we colonize, the better the trading will be in this node. So that's going to help us out a lot. About to be able to build another building. State modifier expired. Mission to the New World. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we need to lock that one back in. Probably do. New World missions. We need your influence to go up, so we'd have to make a generous donation. No, that's not it. We'd have to do this one to get your influence to go up. And your influence needs to be 40 or higher, which is actually not possible. Huh. Okay, the other way we could do this is by giving you a province. At least temporarily. Like if we gave you this province. What am I looking for? Oh, that thing's in the way. I was like, what am I missing? Oh, it's a territorial core. We'd have to give you this one. Which we currently gave to the bourgeoisie. Which actually, do we need to give this to them? This isn't one of the ones that's a trading thing. Nope. If anything, we'd want to give them these other ones. So, we could take the bourgeoisie away from this one, which is going to lower the loyalty. But it's going to lower the loyalty by a lot. I mean, it will bounce back. You know what? Let's do it. Take it away from you. Give it to the clergy. It's going to give them a lot of influence, but I think it'll be fine. Come over here. Let's establish New World missions. Native assimilation goes up a little bit. That might help a little bit. Is that all we wanted to do? Yeah, I think that's fine. No, we can't really do anything else with your influence related. What about you? Is there anything we can do to get your loyalty back up a little bit? Not at the moment. We could grant monopoly charters in 56, so that's 5 more years. Well, their loyalty will bounce back. I mean, our trade efficiency goes down a bit, but I think it was fine. It's fine to get the settler increase going up higher. I mean, we're not benefiting from the native uprising part, but the native assimilations could help us out. Let's go and get a building built. Let's go and do another church. Antigua. Nice. Every little bit helps. Growth of the port of Curacao. The growth of our colony in Curacao has always been closely associated with a natural harbor in the area, and over time the province has come to act as something of a local trade hub. As the settlement has grown, so has the importance of its port. The settlement has come to act as the entrepot for the entire region, and foreign as well as local traders all go there to conduct their trade. So it gets coastal center of trade until the end of the game. Awesome. Whole bunch of benefits. So we lose the natural harbor, but we get coastal center trade. Oh, that's awesome. That is good. That's the kind of thing we need. It's got the same symbol, but this is what local development costs minus 5%, so it's the same. Local trade is plus 10, that's the same. Sailor modifier is actually less, but the naval force limit is higher. And then we get institution spread. Okay, I mean, it's basically the same, but it's actually pretty cool. Still pretty cool. Getting our merchants not happy with us is definitely making it a little harder on our trade at the moment. What do we got here? Another guy's died. Basically the same decisions. Literally the exact same decisions. What this can do, though, is get us back into the positive on the prestige, and I think we'll take advantage of that in a heartbeat. Is that going to change? And we've recovered our prestige. I forgot we had a mission for that. Oh, goodness. Colonize Moron. I think we definitely would like to do that, but where is Moron? Moron. All right, come on. Moron. Wait, oh, it's the one right next to us. Yeah, we could do that one next. That would be fine. I think taking this one will be okay. We're only about a third of the way for the current colony, but I think it'd be all right to just go ahead and take this one and get a settler increase for the one after that as well. Hopefully I remember to do that. Yay, prestige. Oh, we're actually getting some legitimacy back. Oh, it's so good. Our prestige is actually going up currently still. Nice. Corruption's still going down. It's actually still pretty high. Should I make it go down quicker? It's not really hurting a whole lot, so I think it'll be fine. We're just past the third mark. 30%, 33%, whatever. We're at 35%, 35.5. Yeah, if we were making enough money, I'd go ahead and send a settler to the colony next to it, but that is not doable at the moment. Although we're technically making enough money to recruit one of these guys. We've got two of them to choose from. Oh, I wish, but no, I can't do that. New trade good, grain. Can't imagine grain costs a lot. Nope, only 2, but that's alright. Still, it's going to add more to this node. I mean, everything we do adds more to the node. 1.38 currently, and that's still with these guys being a little unhappy with us, although they're bouncing back pretty quickly. Alright, well, we're almost halfway on the colony, and then like I said, we'll go for the one right next to it, and that's going to be fine. Finishing out Cuba would be pretty beneficial to us, I believe. But for now, we're going to go ahead and put a cut in here. I do appreciate you watching, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.